Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tally, and this is my little bubble of the internet. So, today we're going to be talking about poetry, and some of my poems are about life and about like crushes and love, and other ones are about grief and loss, or just things that I think are interesting at the moment. And so, let's get into it. If you see me looking around, it's just because I have my document out. It's currently called Musings on Life, Love, and Loss. So, here we go. I'm gonna read the first one. And just for some context, I have been writing poetry since I was about like 12 or 13, and I started it just as a creative hobby and a way to express myself. And it's just something that I found was like fun. I was in the poetry club in my high school, and I just think it's interesting how words can be so like uniquely put together and can make someone feel like a bunch of different emotions and can have different takeaways from the same poem. So this one is called When I Was a Child. I laughed without thinking. I felt alive. Did as I was told. Remembered life clearly, resembling my sisters in what I'd wear. Had big hopes and dreams. Wanted to be any job. Liked art, school, and TV. Felt bliss and affection. Wish I could rewind and bring myself back to those times. This next one is called Scars. Also, feel free to get your coffee, your tea, to sit and relax, because I feel like that's kind of the best way to enjoy poetry when you're like relaxed and calm, and when you're just focused and don't have anything else to do. Or you can play this in the background, like, who am I to tell you what to do? Alright, this one is called Scars. Coming to terms with the hurt. Can't blame you. You're a victim burned. All these years, my writing my tears. Sooner or later, I've got to jump in, face my fears, and then learn how to begin again. This one is called Embracing Impurities. Believe me, it's hard, I know. Allow the cracks to show. That anxious, nervous exterior, let the flaws stay. Shoot like sunshine or starlight from miles away. It's okay to not be perfect. I never was and never can be. Welcome back. My next poem is Content in Escaping. Sorry if there was some video or audio issues. Still figuring this out. Content in Escaping. The world on pause. For a second or two or three. I imagine because it makes life sweeter. Otherwise, where will I go? Where will I discover magic elixirs? I have no luck in reality. Slowly I creep and search, until I immerse myself in a book, show, or movie, a comfort and escape, a little luxury. You may think I'm foolish, hopeless, or a romantic, but you see, since I was young, I found no other way to be. I find joy in many forms, continually. This is Left Burnt. Left with no plans to return. Another person. Lesson learned. I miss your laugh, and when we got along, no use reminiscing over what's gone. If you ever came back, I don't know what's the use. Face it, we don't fit like we used to. Okay, and moving on to more of the love poems. Is love forever? What's love? What's affection? If not vowing to appreciate the flower without uprooting it? If not trusting the flame won't be snuffed out? If not choosing to love in every multiverse and realm? If not wanting the seconds to become longer than hours, or for time to stop indefinitely, isn't that what matters? If your love is not more vast than the sea, don't tell me you love me unconditionally. This is Although Apart, Love Starts. He called her the sun. She rose to the occasion. She called him the moon. There was love and light amidst separation. Another one of my favorites here, Can't I? Which is just kind of a bunch of questions. Can't I wash over you like a memory or crash into you like a wave? Can't I meet you at the right time? Count the days like pennies saved? Can't I brighten your day like the sun that rises early in the morning? Can't I sleep like a house cat by your side as your smile fades into the night? Can't I slip through a crack in the door? I don't want to resist my feelings anymore. I think that was like really fun and like well done, just the way that it like rhymes. Sometimes I like to rhyme, and sometimes I just don't have the effort, don't have the energy, and I just don't rhyme it. But yeah, I just try to find words that fit with the poem, and I kind of write and rewrite my poems and edit them as I go. Face of an Angel. Where have you been? It's 11:30. You're lucky I care. Just want you close and your hands in my hair. The type of girl that can easily fall in love, but she's scared, so she shuts the door. Love left to die, I'm sure, until one day she meets an angel boy, a man who holds her tight, says goodnight, makes her smile and feel all right. More than what the eyes can see, beautiful, charming, and funny. Oh, you spin me in circles till I'm dizzy. You're a boy like Angel, and I'm your fairy. Love redefined. I choose you daily, warmth, breath, a sacrifice. No figment of the imagination, a dream come true. You resting your head on mine, your lingering scent. It feels like family. Love is a sigh of relief, coming home for the first time, calling you mine. Proudly pull my heartstrings. I love you, she whispers because it's hard to say out loud. I love you, she declares to the wind when she thinks no one else is around. I'd love to hear you say that once for me. One day, he requests eloquently. This one is kind of more like a conversation type. This is My Chosen Family. I'd rather be the moon and not the sun. The light makes me squint when sunbeams hit me. It's a strong orangey hue that glows. I'd rather you be the moon and not the sun. You'd pull me into a hug like the tides. I'd take it as a sign to stay and try and sigh. I'd circle you like the planets in orbit. I hope we'll be the moon and not the sun, reflecting dark and light. I bet we're hard to separate. Finding a friend more like a sibling. That's love worth remembering. Silent ripples of love. If I have to be lost in your eyes, I could do it. If I get attached, we're the right fit. If I must be struck, let it be glued to your hip. My heart's beating twice as fast. Can't say a word, it's a spell you've cast. Sometimes lips that talk have no achievement. To me, you seem heaven sent. You love me. I know you love me because you know how I fall asleep and toss and turn. You know I take a while until my lesson's learned. I am loved by you when you leave extra food for me. I am loved by you when we keep each other company. You love my flaws and foolish mistakes. All my love, it's make or break. Here's some poems from the loss section. Death's grip. It's the season for a funeral, but should there ever be such a thing? Crisp leaves, brisk air, warm colors that lose their hue. What do I do? Watching death happen in my life, think it has a right to come in my doors, straight through. Legacy. What would people think? What would people say when I'm married to the ground and I've passed away? Would I be forgotten or remembered like a book or play? Could I live on another day? Time moves us. My home is no longer mine, you see. I do not own it. Someone else has the key. My life is no longer what it used to be. Days I despise. I sit in isolation, more like I coat myself in paint. The color is fear. It still lingers here. It's the gray and blue hue. Life goes on fast. Might as well not let it pass. But the sadness sometimes gets to me, and I let it. Covetous. I'm still not sober from you. Intoxicated by all you do. Crushed by the weight of no. When you're talking to anyone else but me, getting so jealous, and that's the truth. You're not even mine. I pretend I'm not crying. Why am I wasting my time? I know. I just find it hard to let go. Okay, and those are the ones that I wanted to share today. Hopefully you liked this impromptu, kind of random poetry cafe. So, if you're interested in more of my hobbies and more things like this, then you should subscribe, hit the buttons below. We'll also be sharing a bit more about what's been going on. I actually published an ebook, and so you can find it on Amazon if you search The Conversation Cure by Talitha Warren. Yeah, so you can look into that. I also have my Instagram, which is justjoy.pod, no capitals. And yeah, so that's what's been going on. I'm also job searching and I have an interview. So it's a bit busy right now, but I'm also planning to see my friends. And I celebrate my birthday, April the 21st. So yes, that is what I wanted to share. And I hope you stick around. Like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you next time. Bye.